Good afternoon, preppers. Welcome to Goshen Prepping. For our big family, we have one of those really big vans, like one of those 12-seaters. And when we bought it, the dealer said, oh, with purchase of this vehicle, you get 3 months of OnStar for free. And I said, no, thanks. I don't use that kind of stuff. I have no interest in that at all. He persisted. I emphatically said no. And sure enough, when I got home, I got 3 free months of OnStar. Never used it and turned it off immediately. But did I really turn it off? Well, that's what's in question. I mean, the thing is, the dealer was kind of like, you really should do this. And I just kind of laughed it off. But you have to understand that this is really no laughing matter. He looks at it as a sales technique. I look at it as simply a personal freedom problem. And I want you to understand that our personal freedoms specifically are disappearing by the day. OnStar promotes, and this is not just about OnStar, by the way. Any company you have that actually has one of these services on there, it doesn't have to be OnStar, are all the same. They promote convenience. You know, at a press the button, we can do anything for you. Find a local restaurant, or you know what, calculate directions, you name it. I mean, granted, your phone can do that too, for free. You don't have to worry about having the service for that. But that's not the point. The point is both your phone and computer and OnStar and all these things all have what in common? They listen to your conversations. And especially when it comes to a vehicle service like that, they make no qualms about it. It is perfectly clear that's what they're doing. And we get to the article, law enforcement has been using OnStar Sirius to eavesdrop and track car locations for more than 15 years. And the funny part is, this article came out 5 years ago. Now the article goes further into, is it even constitutional? You know, can they actually do this without a warrant? But understand, when you actually sign up for these services, you basically tell those companies, I'm willing to share all my information, or you can't sign up for these services. And understand, your OnStar can't be shut off. They're still active. And even if you get the modern vehicle and you tell your dealer, I don't want these services, I'm not going to sign up for it, they're still active and still listening to you. Now, understand, and here's basically what I'm getting at. Their original intention was never about finding you a restaurant or giving you directions. It was always about connecting your car to the manufacturer and others as they see fit. That's why they have it written in the fine print. And that connection has benefits, but the benefits are not for you. It's for them. They may disguise it for you. Hey, find your local pizza place, but don't be deceived. As we see, corporations and the government work hand in hand, and the benefits are all for them. And the article, everybody's talking about law will install kill switches into all new cars. And when this article came out and this law comes out, people are all getting up in arms. And they should be, but not for the reason you think they should. Because you have to understand, major manufacturers have already been doing this. In fact, not even just the major ones, but if you buy a car from one of those places for people with bad credit, they've been putting these kill switches into the cars anyway. That way, if you stop making your payments, they'll stop your car. Literally, that's what they do. But you have to understand that as the manufacturers have been doing this anyway, this is the last nail in the coffin. Because think about it. We've discussed this in the past. The push for electric cars is in full effect. In fact, for many states, they're going to make it very soon. You can't even buy a new gas-powered car from that state. Okay, they're being banned in many countries too, numerous countries around the world. And it will be, you have to understand this, a matter of time before you will never be able to buy a gas-powered car any longer. There's actually companies out now that will actually take older cars, even like muscle cars and classic cars, and converting them to electric for you. That is the way we're going. It is coming. And in a lot of ways, it's already here. And just when you finally give in to buy an electric car and people are saying, I'll never do that, you may not have any choice. Gas may get so expensive. Right now, we're looking at $4 or $5 a gallon being expensive, which it is. I could easily see it going to 10 or 15 or $20 a gallon or more, because they want to push you to never use gas again. That is their agenda. That's what they're shooting for. That is their ultimate plan. And I couldn't pay $25 a gallon. I would give in to and say, obviously, I'm going to an electric car, or maybe a horse, I'm not sure. But in those situations, you have to understand that once you go to the electric car, this law is already in place, and that electric car, every electric car is going to have that kill switch. Every single one will have that kill switch. And not just that, but location services too. It's already happening as well. So let's say we're talking about the 15-minute cities. Again, we talked about this, the WEF trying to push 15-minute cities, and you want to take your electric car. If you have an electric car, mind you, because they don't want everybody having their own car, and you want to go outside your zone, they're going to know exactly what you're doing. Maybe you're only allowed outside your zone so many times, or you're only allowed to go a certain distance. They're going to know about all of this. And you say, what? forget this. I don't like the grocery store in my zone. I'm going to a grocery store into another zone. Nope. Zap, your car will no longer run. It seems far-fetched, but it's already happening. And soon enough, you need to mark my words. Listen to this. It will all be about your carbon footprint. Sorry, sir, you've used up your miles for the month, and next month your car will work again, but in the meantime, you'll have to walk. Have a nice day. It seems far-fetched, but that is clearly the direction we're going. So the kill switch is not about trying to get them to stop stealing cars. It's all about getting you to not use your car. It is simply a control measure. This is an agenda of the WEF, the World Economic Forum, and our administration. You need to be ready because it is coming.